Hello, adventurers and story lovers. Welcome back to Tiny Tales, the place where tales come to life and the extraordinary becomes the everyday. I'll be your guide to a world where imagination knows no bounds. Today, we're embarking on a journey unlike any other, with tales that are sure to warm your heart and spark your sense of adventure. So, buckle up as we dive into stories of courage, discovery, and, of course, our friends who make the impossible possible. And remember, if you love these tales as much as we do, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for more adventures every week. Now sit back, relax, and let the journey begin. Our first tale takes us on a worldwide adventure with Pepperpaw, a daring dog with a love for exploration and a curious hobby, spreading pepper seeds wherever he goes. From the windy plains of the Midwest to the sun-kissed fields of the world, join Pepperpaw on his journey to spice up the world, one paw print at a time.
In a verdant corner of the world, where the fields stretch wide and the skies stretch even wider, there lived a spirited little dog named Pepperpaw. Unlike any ordinary dog, Pepperpaw harbored a grand dream, one that sparkled in his eyes every time he looked at the vast expanse ahead, the dream of spreading the joy of colorful peppers across the land. Pepperpaw's journey began on a bright, sunny morning when he stumbled upon a garden bursting with peppers of all shapes and sizes. He was enchanted. With each pepper he tasted, his dream grew stronger, and with a heart brimming with purpose, Pepperpaw decided then and there to share this joy with everyone, far and wide. With his tail wagging and a bandana full of pepper seeds tied around his neck, Pepperpaw set off on his grand adventure. He trotted through bustling towns and sleepy villages, across whispering fields and under the shade of towering trees, leaving behind a trail of pepper seeds wherever he went. At every stop, Pepperpaw would dig a little hole with his paws, drop in a handful of seeds, and cover them with earth using his nose. With a joyful bark and a final pat, he would then be off again, chasing the horizon for his next destination. As the seasons changed, the seeds Pepperpaw had planted sprouted into a spectacle of colors. Bright reds, sunny yellows, deep greens, and even whimsical purples began to dot the landscape. The peppers grew in abundance, dangling like jewels from the green tapestry of leaves. People everywhere were enchanted by this unexpected gift. They began to cook with the peppers, discovering flavors they never knew existed. Sweet, spicy, and everything in between, the peppers brought families and communities together, all thanks to a little dog with a big dream. Tales of Pepperpaw's journey spread as far as the peppers grew, inspiring songs, paintings, and stories. Every child knew of the dog who had trotted the length and breadth of the land, spreading not just peppers, but also happiness, and a dash of spicy delight wherever he went. Years rolled by, but Pepperpaw's legend never faded. Gardens and farms bore the fruits of his labor, a testament to his enduring dream. And somewhere, perhaps trotting down a dusty road or resting under a leafy pepper plant, Pepperpaw continued his journey, his spirit as indomitable as ever. So the next time you savor the zing of a pepper, think of Pepperpaw and the paw prints he left across the heart of the world, a reminder that even the smallest of us can bring about the most colorful changes.
Next up, we meet Max, a spirited pup with a need for speed and a dream to conquer the open road. Through determination and dreams, Max learns not just to ride a motorcycle, but to ride it with style. Get ready to rev up your engines and cheer on Max as he races towards his dream.
Once upon a time in a quaint town, there was a daring dog named Max, who lived for thrilling adventures. Max wasn't an ordinary dog. He had a unique passion for motorcycles. Every day he would watch in awe as bikers zoomed past his yard, feeling adrenaline rush through his furry body. One sunny morning, as Max gazed longingly at a shiny red motorcycle parked nearby, he had an idea. Without a second thought, He leaped onto the motorcycle, revved the engine, well, as much as a dog could, and off he went on an unexpected journey. Riding through winding roads and lush fields, Max felt free and alive. The wind ruffled his fur as he maneuvered each twist and turn, feeling the purr of the engine beneath him. Passers-by couldn't believe their eyes. A dog confidently riding a motorcycle. As Max rode further, he chanced upon a group of squirrels blocking the road, chattering away. With a mischievous glint in his eye, Max revved the engine louder, causing the squirrels to scatter in all directions. Max zipped past them, feeling like the king of the road. Eventually, as the sun started to dip below the horizon, Max knew it was time to head back home. Reluctantly, he turned the motorcycle around and made his way back, with the last rays of sunlight casting a golden glow around him. Arriving back at his yard, Max parked the motorcycle, his heart still pounding from the exhilarating ride. As he settled down for the night, he knew that he would always cherish the memory of his daring motorcycle adventure. From that day on, Max became known as the coolest dog in town, always ready for his next thrilling escapade on two wheels.
And for our final story, we soar high above the clouds with Charlie, a dog with sky-high aspirations. Charlie's adventure isn't just about learning to fly an airplane. It's about navigating the ups and downs of chasing a dream that seems out of reach. From nervous beginnings to triumphant flights, witness Charlie's journey to earning his wings and discovering the true meaning of freedom.
Once upon a time, in a small bustling town, nestled among rolling hills and expansive fields, there lived a curious and adventurous dog named Charlie. Charlie was a spirited golden retriever with a gleaming coat and eyes full of wonder. Unlike other dogs who were content with chasing after balls or lounging in the sun, Charlie harbored a dream that soared high above the rest. He wanted to fly an airplane. Now, you might think, a dog flying an airplane? How could that ever be? But Charlie was no ordinary dog. He was smart, determined, and incredibly resourceful. Every day, he watched planes soar through the sky, leaving graceful trails behind, and dreamt of being in the cockpit, among the clouds. One sunny afternoon, Charlie's chance came. He was out exploring the outskirts of town when he stumbled upon a small, abandoned airstrip. There, sitting alone in an open hangar, was a plane. It looked old but sturdy, a small single-engine plane that seemed as if it was waiting for someone to awaken it from its slumber. Charlie's heart raced with excitement. Here was his opportunity. He approached the plane cautiously, sniffing around and inspecting it. The hangar was filled with all sorts of tools and gadgets. Among them, Charlie found manuals and books about flying. With his keen mind and paws that had grown adept from years of turning pages and opening doors, Charlie began to learn. Night after night, Charlie visited the airstrip. He studied the manuals meticulously, learning about aerodynamics, controls, and navigation. He practiced on the ground, mimicking the actions of a pilot, turning knobs and flicking switches. Understanding the mechanics of flying wasn't easy, but Charlie's determination never waned. After many weeks of hard work and study, Charlie felt ready. With his heart pounding with excitement and a slight tremor of nervousness, he climbed into the cockpit. He went through the checklist, just as he had learned, turned the key, and to his amazement, the engine roared to life. Carefully, he maneuvered the plane onto the runway, took a deep breath, and pushed the throttle. The plane began to move, faster and faster, until, to Charlie's sheer astonishment and joy, it lifted off the ground. He was flying. The feeling was exhilarating, beyond anything Charlie had ever experienced. Below him, the world looked different, vast and beautiful. He flew over fields where cows looked up in disbelief, over the town where people pointed and gasped, wondering if they were seeing things correctly. Charlie became a legend, the flying dog who had achieved the impossible. He inspired everyone who heard his story to chase their dreams, no matter how unreachable they might seem. For Charlie had shown that with determination, courage, and a bit of unconventional thinking, even the wildest dreams could take flight.
That's all for this week's adventures. Be sure to join us next week for more thrilling and fun short stories.